Hello, it's Friday the 23rd. I'm FX Blue, and this is the market brief. So Ben Broadbent's been on. He's the Deputy Governor for Monetary Policy at the Bank of England, and he piped up to say that he thinks that the appropriate response to rising inflation is just to ignore it. Given the eye-watering amounts of money that have been pumped into the economy to keep it afloat during the pandemic, inflation is only natural, and especially as supply bottlenecks meet strong demand, he believes the trend for higher prices is unlikely to persist for that much longer. So does this mean the MPC meetings may get a little bit lively going forwards? Because remember, we had MPC members Dave Ramsden and Michael Saunders both calling for tighter policy sooner rather than later. They were on last week. Other than relying on best guess as these differences of opinion are reflected, the voting in the MPC meeting may give us some clues to when the wait-and-see policy is likely to change. In the market, though, sterling continued its recent recovery against the dollar. We reached 137.85 yesterday, and we kick off from around 137.65 this morning. Over in the US, the employment market remains a bit of a concern for the Fed. Weekly jobless claims rose again yesterday. New claims carded 419,000, and last week's number was revised a little higher to 368,000. And as a point of reference, the average new claim level before the pandemic, it was around 265,000. So there's still a fair way to go. And unemployment suggests that about 9.5 million people are currently out of work in the US. Meanwhile, though, the dollar continues to be driven by risk appetite and the debate over when the Fed will act. But the recent rally seems to have run out of steam, rather. And yesterday, the dollar index fell back to 92.50. And after Lagarde confirmed that the ECB sees no reason to raise rates until they feel inflation will reach 2%, euro dollar dropped from around 118.30 to 117.60. She even went on to say there may be a transitory period where inflation will be above target. So there we have it, yet another central banker firmly entrenched in inactivity for the foreseeable. So look, on that note, have a great weekend. Try and do something on the weekend. Don't be a central banker. And join me again on Monday. All the best.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FX Blue.